On the afternoon of December 5th, 1945, 5 U.S. Navy torpedo bombers departed for a routine training mission over the Florida coast. The weather was clear, and the flight was expected to last 3 hours. 2 hours after takeoff, the squadron leader reported that his primary compass had failed. When he checked the backup, it was malfunctioning as well. Flight 19 was lost, and radio transmissions captured the crew's growing confusion as they struggled to determine which direction led back to land. After 7:04 p.m., the radio went silent. All 5 planes vanished. The Navy immediately dispatched a Mariner search and rescue aircraft with a 13-man crew to locate them, but within hours, that plane also disappeared. One of the largest search operations of the era found no wreckage and no bodies. This complete absence of physical evidence created a vacuum that allowed a military tragedy to evolve into a supernatural legend. This legendary zone covers 500,000 square miles of the Atlantic Ocean, defined by the points of Florida, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda. Flight 19 followed a documented history of vanished vessels. In March 1918, the USS Cyclops, a 500-foot Navy collier carrying 306 people and 11,000 tons of manganese, vanished along the same route without ever sending a distress signal. The logs of Christopher Columbus even record oddities from 1492. As he sailed through this region, he reported erratic compass behavior and a massive ball of fire crashing from the sky into the sea. These disconnected nautical tragedies, spanning centuries, convinced the public that this specific patch of ocean was inherently dangerous. The Bermuda Triangle actually began as a literary invention. In 1964, pulp writer Vincent Gaddis coined the term in a magazine article, linking decades of disparate accidents into a single mystery. To find the reality behind these disappearances, we have to look at the physical science of navigation. The geographic North Pole and the magnetic North Pole are distinct, offset locations. Standard navigation accounts for this, but the Earth also features agonic lines. These are specific areas where magnetic and true north align perfectly, causing compasses to read 0 degrees. These lines shift over time, and for the last 300 years, one has resided within the Bermuda Triangle. A pilot relying solely on a compass in this zone would experience sudden, severe disorientation as their instruments failed to reflect their true heading. Basic compass miscalibration accounts for the severe disorientation that doomed the crew of Flight 19. Beyond navigation, the region's topography is treacherous. Vast networks of hidden, shallow shoals sit just beneath the surface, capable of trapping and destroying deep draft vessels without warning. Above the water, the Gulf Stream fuels some of the most violent hurricanes on Earth. Florida and the Caribbean face a higher concentration of these storms than almost any other shipping lane. There is also a chemical threat. Fields of methane hydrates on the seafloor can suddenly erupt, releasing massive surges of gas bubbles. Physics shows that a massive influx of methane gas drastically lowers the density of the surrounding water. If a ship is directly above an eruption, it loses buoyancy and sinks instantly to the floor. These waters possess the verifiable physical mechanics, from density shifts to hurricane-force winds, to swallow ships without leaving a trace. While the environment is hostile, we have to look at the central flaw of the myth: whether vehicles actually sink here more often than anywhere else. This is where we encounter the Baader-Meinhof effect, or the frequency illusion. It's the cognitive bias that occurs when you notice something once and then begin to see it everywhere. This chart shows how Gaddis's 1964 article primed the global public. While the rate of shipwrecks remained consistent with other regions, the media began aggressively reporting every incident inside the triangle while ignoring identical accidents occurring elsewhere. The world experienced a collective illusion, mistaking an increase in media attention for a genuine increase in maritime casualties. Modern data reinforces this. Massive, unexplained disappearances like Malaysian Airlines MH370 occur entirely outside the Bermuda Triangle, highlighting that tragedies are a global maritime reality. The U.S. Coast Guard does not officially recognize the triangle as a hazardous area. Furthermore, the region is completely absent from the World Wildlife Fund's list of the top 10 most dangerous shipping waters. Even the historical accounts have been demystified. Scientists have determined that the ball of fire Columbus saw falling into the sea was simply a standard meteor. The statistical reality is that the Bermuda Triangle is one of the most heavily trafficked maritime regions on Earth. A high volume of ships and planes inevitably results in a predictable number of accidents. The Bermuda Triangle mystery persists as a testament to the human brain's preference for supernatural lore over the dry reality of statistical probability.